Well, hello and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. My name is Pete Connor, your show's host on this Friday, July 21 of 2017. A great informative show. Again, as always, I'd like to think we'll have Rose Ann Kubicek in the Litomysl Summer Festival, which is on July 30th, being with us. And then Silvan Durben will be from the Owatonna Arts Center talking about art on the hill. First, however, we're going to talk about our premier sponsors, our primary sponsors, and our interlude sponsors because they're important to us here at Owatonna Today. Our premier sponsors, the City of Owatonna, and Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors, Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Fairway Foods, Little Theater of Owatonna, and Owatonna Foundation. Our interlude sponsors, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Cedar Valley Services, Carlson Branstad and Company, CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, the Owatonna Business Development Center, Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, Tri-M Graphics, and TPS Insurance. And we hope that you support these wonderful sponsors of Owatonna Today. Because of them, we are with you today. So say thanks to them when you see them out and around. And if you happen to know of someone who you think might be a good sponsor, why don't you let us know about that? Give Leanne Alt, our show's producer, a ring at 390-5751. And now we're going to have a word from those sponsors, and then we'll come right back with our guests. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and a big welcome to Rose Ann Kubicek.
The River Springs Water Park is open.
And why not? We should have that because it's important that we're talking about a Czech festival.
That's right. That's right.
Litomysl Summer Festival. I didn't know that I was going to do that, but I'm happy I did. But I'm happy you answered because it should be wrong for a Czech lady not to be able to answer that, right?
That's true.
So, Rose Ann, you've been doing this summer festival thing for a long time.
Yes, this is our 46th year.
Yeah, but you personally?
Oh yes, I've been a member of the parish all my life, so I've helped with every one of them.
Everyone, 46. You were a lot younger then, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
I even had, actually my son was born on July 11th one year, and I even helped that year.
Would you know? You toted him around, eh?
It's always the last Sunday in July, so.
Oh, that's wonderful, yeah. You know, historically, how have things changed with the festival? You know,
well, we started out quite small. I think we just had like bingo and a meal in the basement, and I don't even remember what all, but it has now gotten so that we use the whole grounds, and most of our people are able to help, and so we really have a big event on July 30th.
It is, and of course, you know, it's kind of replete with you know, the whole Czech flavor is there, right? I mean, that's kind of bedrock to it, right? And so we're going to have music.
Yes, we're going to, this year, north of the church, there'll be the Dan Stursa Band, and then we're going to have a new band called the Sand Creek Connection Band from New Prague. Oh. And they have a 14-year-old concertina player that's a Tupi boy that's related actually to some of the Tupi families here in Owatonna.
Okay.
And then during the Mass, we have the Litomysl group that do a polka Mass at 10 o'clock.
All right.
And before Mass, the Knights of Columbus KC Choir is going to sing about 9:30. And then over by our school building, we have Hans Horman playing his concertina there. So we have lots of music all day long.
Right, and as I remember, you know, the times that I've been there, this is a kind of a stroll opportunity.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, and I forgot, the Klecker Band will be playing too. Okay. They've been playing at all 46 of the festivals, and they actually play in the church at 2 o'clock.
Okay, that's excellent. Weather-wise, rain or shine, it's on?
We always let God take care of the weather. Yeah. We have no control over that, and He's been very generous. We have very few times that we've had any problems with the weather. It's rained sometimes before the festival and sometimes towards the end, but never really right during.
And if the rain comes, it's because it needs to be.
Right. Actually, I think 2 years ago it rained about a mile south of the church, and we thought for sure it was all going to come, but it didn't.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent. Let's talk about food, because I really like to talk about food.
Food?
Well,
we have lots of good food. In the church basement from 11 to 2, we will be serving a ham or turkey sandwich, and along with really good potato salad and beans. And then they also will be serving pies and filled biscuits there. And then outside, either by the church or by the school building, we have we have bratwurst, pork burgers, and pork rib sandwiches and chips. And then we have root beer floats and root beer and the 1919 root beer. And then they're going to try and do iced coffee this year there on that stand. And then by the house, we have a walking taco stand. So, and we really have a lot of good food all day long.
All day long. So it pays. It pays to come if you like good food.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's it. And then of course we have our prune poppy seed and apricot book day for sale at. That starts at 11 o'clock, that sale, and that usually is done close to 1, if not sooner.
Sure.
We try to make approximately 400 dozen, but they go fast. They're $9 a dozen, and they're prune poppy seed and apricot, and they're really something that brings a lot of people.
If a person is going to be at the festival and you want biscuits, get there early. Don't wait.
Right. And bring your coolers to put them in, because you don't want them to want them to get spoiled in the car.
Exactly. Okay. You have raffle tickets, I see here.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have these raffle tickets. Hopefully everybody's had the opportunity to see them.
Yeah.
We have 65 prizes, and there's a value of $3,500 in these prizes. The first prize being $500 from the parish, and then $250 from Advantage Cabinets, and then $250 Steve's Meat Market gift certificates, 2 of those from the John and Lynn and Schiller family, and the rest are like $100, $50, $25. They're all wonderful prizes. So if you have not had the opportunity to buy one yet, hopefully you will come to the festival and we'll be able to
$5 per ticket.
Yes, per ticket. Yep.
Okay, good. And when people get there, let's talk about parking.
Yes, we do have a nice parking lot. However, when that fills up, they do park on the road, but we do have a tractor with a tram that comes by and picks you up, so you don't have to walk.
All right. Are there any on-the-grounds parking at all?
Yeah, there's some, yes.
Okay.
And there's some handicap parking, too.
All right, sure.
And our church is handicapped, accessible, and air-conditioned now.
Very well. So for those that are wanting to go to Mass,
yes, at the Polka Mass, yes. That starts at 10.
And get there and be easily seated getting into the church.
Right.
And I think it's important, that we talk about where is Litomysl, even though us locals know where. We're on Owatonna Today is on YouTube and goes a long way, from here, from Owatonna. Tell us how to get there.
I'll read the directions. Litomysl is located 8 miles south of Owatonna on County Road 45, and then 2 miles east on County Road 4, which is also southeast 98th Street. And then you get to 24th Avenue, and the church is right there. Or if you're coming from Blooming Prairie, you go on Highway 218, 5 miles north to Bixby, and then it's 4.5 miles west on County Road 4, southeast 98th Street, right to 24th Avenue. Or if you're coming from Ellendale, it is you go east on Highway 30 to County Road 45, and then 5 miles north on County Road 45 to County Road 4, and then it's 2 miles east again. And if you want to come down on the interstate, you just go about 6 miles south of Owatonna on Interstate 35 to the Hope exit, which is exit 32. And then you go left on County Road 4 to County Road 3, and then a half a mile south. And then you go 3 miles east on County Road 4. And these instructions are also on our website.
Sure.
And that is
Let's look at that.
litomysl.webs.com. So
Cool.
you can find the directions there also.
Well, and then signs, of course, will be on the roadways and so forth.
There's Litomysl signs out, yes.
Yeah. I know in the past that you've had collectible sales or things of that nature. Are you doing that again?
We actually have 2 rooms in the school building that are full of used bits, and this year we have very, very many of them again. Lots of people's treasures. Yeah. So hopefully we can get rid of a lot of those. And then we also have a silent auction in 2 of the rooms, and we'll have over 100 items, which we have wonderful prizes for. Sure. Then over by the parish house, we have the Root Beer Barrel, popular Root Beer Barrel game. And right now we have people wrapping Root Beer Barrel candies with numbers in them, and there's going to be 5,000 prizes in there. And so hopefully everybody comes to play those. But we also have bingo, we have pull tabs, we have all kinds of children's games with live pony rides. Mm-hmm. And this year we're going to actually have a new game that Luke Rainey decided to put together, and it's called a Chicken Poo Bingo. And so there's going to be a fenced-in area with these chickens.
Conjures up a little idea, doesn't it?
and you buy a ticket, and then if the chicken decides to deposit its poo on your number, then you win half the pot, which could be $80. Yeah. So that's a new. But we also have other places like the money jar and so on that you can spend some money if you'd like.
This is a fundraiser for the parish.
Yes, it is.
The major fundraiser, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And we have a very active youth group right now, and a lot of them that are going to summer camps and so on, and it helps to fund a lot of our youth events too.
I know that there was, kind of a sigh, when the school closed, and because that had been part of the whole ambiance of Holy Trinity and the area. And people leave and go elsewhere. But you said before the show, that you're seeing kind of a resurgence of
young people.
Yes, young people coming into the parish.
Into the parish, yes, and we have a very vibrant youth group now and faith formation program, and so we're using the school building for that.
Okay.
And the school. St. Isidore School closed 2 years ago. We just didn't have enough students to keep it going.
Yeah, well, and it's kind of how things go, I guess. And,
it is.
But, the parish is vibrant.
It is.
You're still well known for the music, certainly for the biscuits. Everybody thinks of, and, in the transition of that, so some of the old bakers are no longer around, and that's kind of a handoff as well. You got new people coming in to do that.
We do have the country store too, which has a lot of garden produce and some baked goods. So the Clarence Harishi family that used to have a dump in the park, they share that. Okay. So so we have got a lot of the parishioners that really take a hold and work hard, and then on the day we have most of the parishioners that are able to help.
Perfect.
And their children. And
it's going to be another good time, and I'll have to get out there and to see how things are going. And so thanks for giving us a rundown. Anything else? Anything we missed?
I would just like to invite everyone of every age to come to the Litomysl Summer Festival on Sunday, July 30th. We start out with a 10 a.m. Mass, and then at 11 a.m. everything else starts, and then it ends at 4:30. At 4 o'clock we'll have our big raffle drawing, and hopefully everybody comes and has a great time.
Excellent, and everybody will that shows up. So thanks for being here. Yep.
For having
thank you for being here as well, and we're going to take just a quick break for some messages, and then we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The River Springs Water Park is open for the summer. Come with family and friends to enjoy the many features the water park has to offer. For more information on daily specials, programs, and large group packages, visit our website, call the water park at 774-7370, or find them on the River Springs Water Park Facebook page. Make a big splash this summer at the River Springs Water Park.
I'm Dan Branstead of Carlson Branstead & Company, Certified Public Accountants. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and a hearty welcome to Silvan Durben.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, you
it's
are
a
an
delight.
art director, or you are an artistic director, you are a curator. You fit all of those things.
Well, we try it. The only thing that I really admit is that we try.
Yes, you do.
There are things that work and there's some things that don't.
Doctors are in practice.
Well,
so
yes, art is, medicine is an art form as well.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Quickly, you've been doing this here for how long? What year? 30-something?
30 would be modest. It will be 40 years in September.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
But it seems like a very short time.
Yeah.
I've been fortunate to work with and continue to work with a lot of wonderful people. The community is very supportive of the arts and everything in
You
general.
have a lot of fun doing what you do, don't you?
We do. And I get to meet the most wonderful people in the world, and they're always on their best behavior in my little world. So it's kind of like, it's a really wonderful thing. And people are delightfully creative, and they do the impossible for all of us to make wonderful things happen.
Right. One can get lost in that place that is yours. I'm wandering around to look at things and, appreciate things and things that are, sometimes not a part of us, not a part of Owatonna, not a part of Minnesota. I mean, far away things.
Well, I know that we seem to be a little hidden. We're not downtown, so you have to make an effort to come up. But people from out of town are always amazed at the facility and the programming that we do. I know that when I arrived, some 40 years ago, young architects would stumble into the building on the weekend, and they would have given their eye teeth to work on the project there. Also, we're very fortunate. Most of us don't go to the lower level or the basement, and we have studio spaces there. Our most popular is the clay studio with kick wheels, electric kilns, classes for both kids and adults. But we also offer, other art classes, painting and drawing or other things periodically throughout the year. You can register for many of them through community education, and some of them we offer ourselves as well. We really want to welcome you to come in and enjoy the space. And there's one little room, once you got me going, I'll stop here in a minute. I always want to encourage you to check out our little library room and look at the ceiling. There's a fantastic mural that has been done by Lynette Schmidt-Janschow with a lot of imagination, a lot of things happening there. If you haven't seen it, it's worth the trip up just to ponder the room.
It's really something. And I know Lynette too, so it's nice to see a local person, to be so noted, if you want to say.
Very, very much so, yes.
Let's talk about Art on the Hill.
Well, I'd like to mention one more thing, though. Okay. July 23rd, we're going to have our secret garden tour. So we hope that you'll get your tickets. Stop out at the Arts Center on Sunday morning, either with your ticket or purchase a ticket and get the map and see the gardens. There are, a couple in the country and some fantastic gardens within the city limits as well.
Super. Okay.
And as you said, Art on the Hill is going to be July 29th and 30th. It's going to be back on the grounds, as you had mentioned earlier, when the Art Center began in 1974. Gene Zamboni organized the first art fair, which was called the September Fest. And originally it was on the front lawn of city property, with the front of the building being the backdrop, and there was live music there as well. And then it moved downtown with a name change, Festival of the Arts, and we're back up on the hills again with a very similar location.
It's very appropriate and very important, I think, because of the Arts Center and its influence in our cultural life here in the city, in the area. That we have a function like this?
Well, we welcome everybody to come up. You don't need to be knowledgeable in the arts or an artist to enjoy the arts. It's all about an experience.
Right.
And I'm also delighted that it's going to be back on the grounds because you can wander the grounds. There'll be 30 plus artists, selling paintings, clay, jewelry, just a variety of things that they've made, wonderful creations that you can purchase. I should mention, Christmas is around the corner too, gift-giving time. There'll be live entertainment on the grounds too. Community education does this fantastic job. They'll have a tent with kids' activities that are free, so you'll want to, I usually try to stay away from there because I want to try all of them myself and kind of upset the little apple cart.
The child within comes out.
Definitely.
Right. And you got this whole place. You can try this anytime you want.
But they have some great projects that you can do. And we're going to have food vendors.
Yeah.
The Greek person is going to be on the grounds. Mary Butler Fraser has found a gourmet hot dog person. So I'm interested to see what the fixings are for that as well.
Now, when you talk about 30 vendors or 30 artists, what's the mix of local versus imports?
I'm not a good bean counter, but I would say probably 25%. We're very fortunate to have a lot of good artists in the area. Yeah. And we're also going to be giving an award to Best of Show, first, second, and third, which is also an interesting process as well. So that judging will happen on Saturday morning with a presentation at about noon.
Okay. Now, are there posters? I know you've got, something I'm sure on the website and, all the other venues, Facebook, Twitter, and whatever else. So this is going on, this is going out to a fairly wide audience, so the potential for having quite a large crowd.
Yes, we want a large crowd. As I was saying earlier, you don't need to be an artist or know anything about the arts. The idea is to come up, enjoy, look around, have a good time. I think of the arts as an opportunity to have an experience that you normally wouldn't have. It isn't necessarily about liking everything that you see or hear, but the opportunity to maybe have a new experience, expand your horizons, think about the world in a new way as well.
And find, you talked about, the clay studio, and I think to myself, I'd really like to do that. One day I'm going to do that. And maybe this is the kind of thing that will spur me to finally just to sign up for something and come, because I've seen it on the grounds.
You really should, and they make it look so easy, throwing on the wheel, but it's a lot more challenging. If you can master centering it, you pretty much can throw the pot. But there are other ways of making and using clay too. There's hand construction.
But as an example, it could be for other people, it could be other things, some painting or drawings and whatever other things come under the heading of art form.
Yes. I forgot to mention that Sue Peoples is going to be our our featured artist this year. Okay. She's a local individual, been very, very active in the art fair over the years. She's a bead artist. She does lamp work. For those of you who may not be familiar with that process, her husband bought her a torch in '99, and she's been hooked on it. It's a very ancient form with this torch. She has a glass rod that she melts and shapes different colored glasses to make beads. It's a fascinating process, and her work is really wonderfully delightful, very colorful, very imaginative, just really super. And we're also very pleased to showcase a local artist as well.
Yeah, absolutely. The function will be on the whole grounds, over, not only proper, just outside of the door, but off onto grass spaces, maybe into your own little.
In the area between the new Arneson Atrium and the east wing of the administration offices, the food is going to be in the parking lot. It's going to be a wonderful day. Also, the Orphanage Museum is going to be open.
Okay.
You know, so there's still another opportunity for you to come in, check that out. And I've been told that Cottage 11 is also going to be open. So, you know, there's a lot to see and do just right up here on West Hills.
You know, I hate to even bring it up, but, you know, we have to do that because of just the way it is. What about weather? What about rain? What are we doing? Is it a cancelable thing, or do we do this rain or shine? Or don't talk about it.
This is rain or shine. And, you know, it's going to be a wonderful, gloriously beautiful day with temperatures very warm usually. And I'm not even going to recall one Septemberfest where God opened up the heavens and he didn't close them until 5:30.
And we got through it.
And we got through it.
Great. We'll get through this one too. We will. And thanks for highlighting this for us today. And we're going to be there. We're going to go and take a walk around, take a look, and eat and do whatever else. So thanks for the update, and best wishes always.
We'll see you.
We'll see you then. And thank you for being with us today as well. And we're going to take just a pause for some messages from our sponsor, and then we'll be back for a close. So don't go away.
Amy Swain Hearing Centers is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show. I'm Dr. Amy Swain, and I want everyone to hear better.
Hi, this is Barry Gillespie, president of ERA Gillespie Real Estate, where our pledge is to save you money, save you time, and simplify your life. And we're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. A few community announcements for you. Be our guest serving the community meals in God's name.
Hi, I'm Dr.
Free
Beth
meals
Gilpin.
are available each
And I'm
week
Dr. Nick
in
Vincel.
Owatonna at the following locations. We will have Tuesdays St. Vincent's Table at St. Joe's Catholic Church, serving from 5:30 to 7. On Wednesday at Bethel Community Supper at Bethel Baptist, serving 5 to 6. And Sunday, Meals of Hope at Trinity Lutheran, serving 5 to 6:15. Gus's Station, the car show, a fundraiser on the 22nd at the History Center. $5 registration fee for a vehicle if you want to bring one. Free admission for people wandering around. You're going to have a chance to vote for Best of Show. 8:30 to 10:30 breakfast. $10 tickets for adults, and children 5 and under are free. A great opportunity to be out at the fairgrounds. And Penny George Institute for Health and Healing at the Owatonna Hospital has expanded its retail services by adding healing touch and wellness coaching. If you want to learn more about that, log on to alinahealth.org, or to make an appointment, call 507-977-2828, and that's going to take care of it for today. Please do come back on Monday when we'll have Owatonna Mayor Tom Kuntz with messages from city government. And we hope that you have a great weekend, and look forward to seeing you back here on Monday. Thanks for being with us.